What's happening, sneaker fam? It's your boy Jake back with another review here. I'm gonna put an end to this cool gray saga here with my retail versus retail review. Shout outs to my boy Sherman as Delva. He let me borrow his size 13 that he got a W on the champs that shipped to me on the Flex program, the FLX program. So he got these from Champs. I got mine from Foot Locker that I picked up in store. Of course, you've seen all the reviews about it. So I'm going to compare these two retail pairs from the States. Was considered the quote-unquote state release. And we're going to go through them. You can see the boxes here. Like I said in my other video, my real fake, they are two different shades, slightly. If you can see from there, they're two different shades. So, and I said that will vary. So that's not going to show anything. Both boxes are the same size. They are the same size. Get that out of the way. So that's, you don't have to worry about that. Let's look at the labels. It's the size 12. It's the size 13. 12, 13. Just gonna make sure they're identical. And, you know, no strange myths of, you know, any craziness of, you know, it's inside the box. All right. Same papers. Gonna pull these two out. I thought he wore these, man. I don't think he wore them. These are DS. All right. So we're just gonna go through some things. Not really looking at flaws or anything like that. We're just gonna go through, make sure everything's identical. And this is his return slip. And this is what he got with it. I never got it shipped to me, so I would never know. There's no stamps. And this one, let me move this out the way. This only has the YDM, and that's it. All right, I'm gonna try to move fast on this one. There's no weighing. I will blacklight them, and that's it. So, box wise, this box looks better than mine too. Mine's a little beat up. Of course, mine's DS as well. Pull that bad boy out, and there's no QC, and the YDM is there. So all of that is 100% identical. All right, boom. Let's put this bad boy here. All right. Size 12, size 13. Just look at the back of them. Look at the icy blue sole. Look at the midsole. Look at the nubuck. Look at the suede. Look at this collar here, where the other ones were a different shade of gray. These are all identical, completely identical. From the behind the tongue, all the same. You see that from there. Of course, I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna look at it right here. You know, you can see the glue on here. I'm just gonna point out the flaws, you know, what the heck. You can see how it's, you know, stretched right there. And that's fine. It is what it is. All right, and this is my first time looking at his shoes. And that's his carbon fiber shank. Identical as my carbon fiber shank. He has the molded sock liner, size 13 to 14. Size 13 to 14 now. So if you purchase a size 13 from, you know, one of those resale platforms, molded sock liner, 12 to 12 and a half. You make sure you get size 30. Your shoe tree says size 13 to 14 and not 12 and a half to 13 or 12 to 13. Because from here, it says 12 to 12 and a half. All right. The infamous insole. All right. That's my size 12. Take a real good look at it. We're gonna pull his out. And this is what everyone was talking about. Some had the stamp on it. That stamp number 2, that AG11, that's how they come. Because someone was saying, hey, sometimes I had the stamp on the top of the insole. And there you have it. Mine does not. It says the MS, very faint, and it says 12, and that says 13. There you go. Do we have a stamp in the footbed? I hope I have my light right. And there is zero stamp in the footbed on the size 13. And I'm almost sure that factory here inside, L&M, is on the production date. Also on my size 12 is L&M. And I will pull, of course, I pulled my insole out, and everyone knows who's seen my other video. There is zero stamp in the footbed. My fake, my updated fake, top of the line fake, says SZ on a production date. So, just showing you what's going on right now. We'll take a look at the front toe cap, stuff like that, and I'll blacklight them and just call it a day. It's a real quick video. You know, everything's pretty much identical. Everything's the same. There's shoes that's going to be flawed. You can't really say that these shoes are made by humans anymore. If you ever seen, I seen a video from 4 years ago from Nike, an authorized factory that's contracted with Nike, that's been in a partnership for over 20 years. You guys listen, over 20 years, that's their partnership with them. They make golf balls, they make everything for Nike, and everything is autonomous. Everything is automated. There's no human hand touching with these shoes in the production. Everything's robots. So you can dispel that notion of there's child labor and all that foolishness. There's humans operating machines, programming the machines, setting the machines up and stuff like that. But actually physically making these shoes are all robots. You know, why pay, you know, are you saying that the humans were getting paid cheap labor anyway, whatever, 30 cents an hour? It's like, why pay someone 30 cents an hour when I could get a robot to do it? That's like really cutting costs. So when you see flaws like this and gluing this like that, it is what it is. There's robots doing them. There's a multi-stage adhesion process. There's all kind of craziness that I seen on that video. So enough of the talking. Let's take a look at the front toe cap. This is my shoe. This is his. Let's look at the material. Let's look at all that stuff. I don't see anything really different on them. So I'm just gonna blacklight these bad boys and call it a day, because there's nothing else that needs to be seen. You see that union in the stitch there. Look at that one here. I'm starting to get a little change in my light. So we looked at the carbon fiber shank, we looked at the bottom of the shoe. We looked at flaws. So now we will blacklight and we call it a day. That's it. Retail versus retail. And I do have a playlist on my YouTube with plenty of retail versus retail. I know a lot of people like to say, oh, well, all these shoes aren't the same and this and that. And you guys are absolutely right. They're not, but you know, there's consistencies and consistent inconsistencies between the retails and the counterfeits. You know what I mean? People have a problem with me calling them fakes and this and that. Just call them counterfeits. That's it. Leave it at that. So, of course, we have the residue. Look at that toe. That toe is sleek, isn't it? So we have all the residue in the glue. Of course, you've seen that already. Residue in the glue. Consistencies. Look at the mess on the carbon fiber shank. As in the fakes, the counterfeits, were absolutely clean, right? Consistent consistencies. Point being made. Look at the mess. Look at the mess and residue on the carbon fiber shank from the retail pairs. Made exactly the same. Look at that. Look at that. Consistent consistencies. That's it. That's their QC. That's how they're made. That's it, man. So this will be in my playlist of retail versus retail. I hope this brought a little bit of clarity, because a lot of people are saying, you know, you can't guarantee that, but I'm just showing you two retail pairs. That's the way they're coming. I'm also getting people that's contacting me from internationally, not from the United States, that's getting their shoes. They're sending me photos of no stamp in the footbed, and the insole is looking just like this. And all it is that this tag is off, that you can easily peel off. You know what I mean? Whether it's a retail or a fake. Here goes one of my fakes right here. If I wanted to, I can peel this off. I can cut it off. You can fold it right here. That has the dashes there. We can just pull it right off, and that's it. And it's off. But yeah, so it looks like all the Nike releases, from my information, they're all coming with no stamp in the footbed. And so that, you know, questions, what are these other guys selling or releasing in Hong Kong, so that are being shipped to us, to these buyers in the United States or all around the world, because everything seems to be consistent with how these are made. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm just trying to bring clarity and perspective to the sneaker community. It's all I'm trying to do. We're going to kill all these myths and all these dogmas about these shoes, man. It's all about having receipts, you know what I mean? Showing everyone as much as you can. It's not being a keyboard warrior, putting everything on video. It is what it is. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I appreciate everyone who's supporting this channel, watching and subscribing. Appreciate y'all. Let's keep this thing flowing. Thumbs up, like, comment. Let's get this video circulating, man. I appreciate y'all. It's your boy Jake signing out. More videos coming. Peace.